Yo,
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 what up?
what's
What up?
good? It's Friday, October 30th. We back here at Radical Souls Podcast, episode 28. I'm Daniel.
I'm Chris.
I'm Ethan. Hit that subscribe button right now underneath.
Yeah,
Yes, sir.
subscribe. Yo, so guys, let's get into this. I actually wanted to bring this up because the Dodgers are World Series champions, and I wanted to know how you guys feel about analytics. Now, we're going to talk about sports and real life situations, and we're going to get into that a little bit. Got to talk about football. It's going to be a new week, and we already saw the game yesterday, which kind of was garbage. Not even going front. We'll talk about that a little bit, give our game picks, and give our insight on some of the games. Got some big breaking news from Brooklyn about the Nets' new coaching staff hire. Wanted your guys' opinion on it. Don't know how you guys feel about it, if you guys would even care about it. And then we're gonna have to talk a little bit about my Knicks. So let's get it.
Let's get it.
Get it?
So, Dodgers are World Series champions. Tampa Bay, I guess you could say, choked in that scenario. They had your boy Blake Snell going off, 6 innings pitched, 9 strikeouts. He was in the zone. And then analytics told the coach, yo, take him out. Now, I wanted to bring this up to you guys, and you guys remember like the day after I brought it up. I just feel like it's going on in society as a whole where they're kind of relying mad heavily on analytics, on everyday things. And sometimes we forget that there's human emotion behind things. I don't know how you guys feel about all this stuff.
Yeah.
E, you
Nah.
want to, or Chris?
Yeah, you can go first.
Going on that, it depends. Like, I don't understand the whole GPA thing, the whole, to get a job, you have to have this. To be qualified, you have to have that. And, like, I feel like if you're that person that's good enough to get in the job and do the job, I feel like it's not fair. And even the same for sports. Like, he could have finished the game, and they took him out.
So I kind of get it, like within the statistics standpoint, to a certain view of like, all right, this guy is like the pulling of Snell, like in a realm of like, let's say he gives up 3 runs. I get it. Like, all right, let's take him out. Like, it's the 6th inning. Our batters probably aren't going to score 3 runs or 2 runs. Let's go. But no, like he literally was pitching lights out all game. He gave up 1 run, and like you pull him. Like no, like you just like I get that it's the World Series that you're facing elimination, but you don't have a bullpen like that, son. Like your bullpen isn't like you don't have the Dodgers bullpen. Like you don't have that sort of salary cap where you can just be throwing every time somebody gets a hit, you can bring in a new pitcher because that's pretty much what the Dodgers were doing that game. They pretty much every time somebody gave up 2-3 hits, all right, next pitcher, next pitcher, next pitcher. Like I get that point. I get it. I get it in some regards to where like, all right, like some statistics should be put into it, but like if you're gonna micro like look at it with a scope and be like, all right, nah, he's got to come out. Like that's it. He gave up a run. He's got to go. He's your ace. Like nah, I don't think. I think you gotta give him some sort of backing, man. Some sort
Yeah.
of like at least coaching backing. Like give him some sort of confidence that he's that guy.
I mean, Chris, how do you feel? Because I know finance is like just straight numbers and analytics. Like, do you feel like sometimes it's like they don't take certain things into account, or
Yeah, that's a big thing within like just like big data and like just crunching numbers in general. Like, and no matter whatever, like in whatever you do it in whatever regard, like whenever you crunch data or you bring in big analytics into like minuscule situations like that, like there's always human factor. Like we're humans at the end of the day. Like you know, 90 times out of 100, you're gonna turn right. All right, well today, motherfucker, I'm gonna turn left. Like it just is just the human instinct. You just don't know. And you can analyze, like we're not machines. Like you can analyze a computer all day, and you can analyze the way certain things happens on computers because it's a computer. Like that's what it's gonna do. But a human, you can't really do it like that, man. You can to a certain extent to where you can think you're gonna be accurate, but nah.
I mean, the greatest example that comes to mind for me was when me and Ethan were at Champs. You know, they would talk about conversion a lot, and conversion was something that's like how many people are going to end up buying something out of the number of people that actually came in the store, and that's like a cool number to know. But like, like you were saying, like there's human factors behind it where sometimes conversion gonna be low. Is it our fault? Not really. It's just some people sometimes just ain't in the mood to buy, and I feel
Yeah.
like that's like that human factor you're talking about. That like they just society as a whole just likes to really point at a number and say, okay, well, since 90% of the time this is gonna work out like this, let's go like that. But it's like, all right, well, what about the 10% of times that are in there still? Like that tends to be what people think, anyways. So I don't know. I feel like we gotta balance a little bit better.
Nice.
Go a little
Yeah.
bit from what Dan said. When we had the whole conversion thing on walking in, we had a thing called like a check-in, like leases. So literally, people walk in, check in, and walk out. Like, how are we supposed to sell if they're getting released the next day? Like, it made no sense to me.
Yeah, like dog, I can't tell you how many times that's happened because there's like literally a thing on the front door that like just tracks you walking in and walking out. So pretty much, there was time there were little kids that would let it legit just in out, in out, in out, in out, in out like 4 times in a row, just playing around. And it's like, so now my conversion sucks because I came up to you and said, "Yo, you need help or anything?" And this kid just walked in and out 6 times by himself.
Yeah.
So it's those little human things. But shout out to the Dodgers, they still got it done, and that is what it is. We're gonna have to see what happens with baseball. I know the baseball world really hates analytics a lot more now because it's just a boring game, and hopefully they start realizing that we need to start thinking about human emotion a little bit more.
Yeah. Have you guys seen Moneyball? Talking about analytics.
Yeah, I saw it
Yeah.
literally like last week because I saw it on Netflix again. And I was like,
On
all right, wow.
Netflix. Yeah.
Yeah,
It's that's been like one of the more trending things now, like these past couple weeks, because it's on Netflix. And it's such a like one of those movies that people forget about, and it's such a good movie, man. It's like it talks about pretty much that shift of baseball. Like people thought like old men that could knew baseball for 50 years know the next best talent, but nah, this kid that just could crunch numbers all day can figure out better talent. Like I don't know, it's a cool concept, but like you said, it's starting to ruin the game of baseball.
yeah. I mean, it's all over sports right now, dog. Look at football. Like we were getting mad analytical and picked Teddy Bridgewater, and that didn't go too well for us who had him in fantasy. And I mean, in his defense, he did get lit up.
Yeah,
Like
high key.
I felt so bad for homie. He was running, trying to escape, and I thought his head came off. I was like, oh my god! And the fact he came back was crazy. But that game, I don't know. It was a weird game. Like it finished 25-17 Atlanta. Everybody thought Atlanta was about to choke. The weather was terrible, and it was a mess, though. But how'd you feel about that game, dog?
I hated how it went. Like the whole field goal, and it wasn't to me much entertainment as it would have been like a shootout that we thought it was. But I felt like that game just wasn't it for Thursday night.
I'm really convinced it was the rain, dog. Like the rain played such a bit. Like there was a point where Matt Ryan threw the ball and like it was just swirling winds, like rain in his face. Like he looked like somebody took a bucket and legit just launched it at his face, and like it was crazy to watch that game.
It was.
But yeah, dog. Wow, I just blanked out so hard. Oh, okay, yeah. So
My bad.
now
My
you sure? You
bad.
sure?
Okay.
We're talking about
Connection
how
is
just
GG.
the game itself was just wild. Like
Yeah,
how rainy it was, how garbage it was. Like it was a sloppy game.
it really was. They couldn't like. I felt like there was no connection like on either side. Like it was just no offensive production for two teams. Well, not really Atlanta. I wouldn't say Atlanta's an offensive production team, but they
Throw
kind
the
of
ball
are.
a lot more.
Yeah, like they tend to get it to their receivers, and Todd Gurley tends to score a touchdown every game. But it was just wasn't clicking. I don't know on both sides. Like Teddy Bridgewater got slapped up, and you know what I'm saying? They couldn't find DJ Moore, the guy that they continue to look at. You guys want to say hi to my nephew?
Hey,
As he
Uh,
he just burst in the door like this house is his.
he said, "This room, I pay rent on this room. I come in here when I want."
Pretty much, my bad.
Nah, you
But
straight, bro.
but yeah, nah. Um uh they just weren't clicking last night. It was a sloppy game. The rain killed it. Uh I was about to bet the over on that game because their offenses. I thought the offenses were going to do really good because their defense sucks, but thank God it didn't.
Ethan, you did the under, right? Bet. Nah.
Get over.
You did the over? Yeah, right. Like I know I wasn't the only one that was going to do it because, bro. I mean, was I wrong? Like their defense sucks. I mean,
No, the Panthers should have been much better.
yeah. So
I mean, Teddy Bridgewater getting knocked out for like, I want to say 3 drives definitely didn't help the situation.
and I'm sure him with 2 gloves on while it's raining didn't help the situation either.
Yo, it was pouring, dog. It looked like they were playing in the middle of like a hurricane. No lie.
Yeah.
But yo, let's get into some of these game picks. I'm not gonna waste our breath on Jets Chiefs because there ain't nothing to talk about there. Yo, I hate you guys. Vikings and Packers.
Packers.
Packers, yeah.
Steelers and Ravens. Who you guys got on that game? That's supposed to be a big game.
I got Steelers.
I got
Yeah,
the
Steelers too.
Yeah, I just think that the offense can't put up the way that it should.
Yeah. I'm not a big believer in like the way they've been playing, bro. I don't know. Like Mark Ingram hasn't figured it out. They haven't figured out the whole like receiving core. Like I don't know. Not a believer.
Word. Rams Dolphins. Tua Tagovailoa making his debut. You guys think he pulls it off?
Rams.
Rams.
Yeah.
Rams.
Colts and Lions. I got the Colts. The Colts defense is insane. Who you got? You about to say the Lions?
So I was gonna say Lions, but I got Colts because of their defense too. I don't like Rivers.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Colts.
Raiders and Browns. No Odell.
Browns.
I think the Browns defense can hold them down, and Baker Mayfield has a analytical game where he has better averages without Odell. So due to Odell being out, his analytics are going to go up, and he's going to come out with this W.
I'm going Raiders.
Wow, word.
Nah.
2 weeks in a row?
Yeah, gonna go Raiders.
Titans Bengals. That's another one I'm wasting our breath on, right?
Yeah, of course. Bengals. Do this every week.
All right, going Titans.
And then you get disappointed every week. Same exact thing.
It's fine. We keep it close game.
Yeah, at least y'all keep it close. Unlike my Jets, going to be like a 40-0 game. Patriots Bills.
Bills.
To the Josh Allen, right?
Josh Allen is not like that.
He's not, but Cam Newton obviously ain't like that either.
Yeah, Cam Newton got COVID, and COVID said, "Yo, boy."
COVID said, "Yo, give me them lungs, son. Give me them lungs."
Oh
Yo,
my God!
Too early.
If Trevor Lawrence would hear you right now.
Oh man, is he still gonna be number 1 after testing positive?
Yeah, he's still going to be number 1. He's still shown. We'll see what happens. Hopefully nothing happens to him, but he probably won't win the Heisman if Justin Fields goes off the next 2-3 weeks.
Yeah, that's true.
But he's one of 90,000 people with COVID yesterday, so.
Oh man, nice to know you, nation.
The COVID cases going up. Be safe, and hopefully this football games can still go on. Chargers Broncos. That's going to be a terrible game.
Yeah, that's gonna be I'm gonna go Chargers though.
You said Chargers? All right, word. So we all going Chargers there. Saints Bears. That's supposed to be the Sunday 4:00 game.
I'm going Bears.
I'm going Saints.
Yeah, I'm going Saints. I feel like the Bears can't get the run game down, and Nick Foles has been struggling because the run game can't get anywhere.
After last week, yeah.
49ers and Seahawks.
Seahawks.
Yeah, I think the Seahawks ought to get right after that disappointing loss last week. Cowboys Eagles Sunday night game. That's supposed to be one of the
Cowboys. Duh. Like, come on, bro. Have you not seen their third string quarterback? Like, he's like that, son. Like,
bro, have you seen that defense?
DiNucci.
Yo, that
their
defense could give up 500 yards and they could still find a way, my guy. You know what that is? Ezekiel Elliott?
No. Yo,
yo, honestly,
all right. Honestly, going Eagles. Sorry, take that back. I got Eagles defense. I picked up Eagles defense in the fantasy league.
Dog, I was gonna do it, but I picked up Kenyon Drake, and that messed me up.
Because I was like, you know what? Nah. Eagles about to have a great game.
I'm not gonna lie though. I'm not gonna sleep on the Cowboys because they have drafted pretty well at the quarterback position. So maybe this kid is not that bad. Dak Prescott was a 4th-round pick, and look what Dak Prescott became. Got him consistently 8-8.
Chris is not convinced.
Not convinced at all.
And then we got the Monday night game, Giants Buccaneers, which is in question because Will Hernandez wants to get COVID. Wait, so Chris, what are you doing in this game, bro? Since both your teams are playing each other,
What happened?
what are you gonna do? Since both your teams are playing each other, you're gonna wear a Giants hat and a Buck shirt, or a
Yeah.
Bucks hat and a Giants shirt.
Yeah.
What's going on here?
I'm just gonna score every time. Just gonna yell "yay" every time somebody scores. But I'm going Buccaneers though. I'm going Buccaneers because the Giants suck ass.
Yeah, I think that's a given because Buccaneers Giants.
Yeah, and the Bucks are looking good. The Bucks are like starting to look really good. So
we'll see what happens.
oh, they're looking
I
good.
might be that madman. I might be
gonna-
that madman and take the Giants.
Oh man, looking like some Chris
No
week
Scott-
1 picks.
No Godwin, maybe no Scotty Miller. I don't know. You never know.
Yeah, no Godwin, bro.
No Godwin. Mike Evans has been dealing with
Mike
injuries all
Evans,
year.
yeah, I was gonna say Mike Evans can't fucking find the end zone. Like,
Can't stay healthy.
You never know.
Can't do shit.
yeah, so we'll see.
Then we got the Washington football team, Cardinals, Jaguars, and Texans on the bye week, which I don't know if you guys heard, but a Texas player tested positive. If I'm not bugging.
Nope.
So they on a bye. Not even on your bye week can you have a good week with COVID. Shit is
Man.
crazy out here.
It is.
But we'll see what happens this week in the NFL. Should be a great week. There's some pretty good games in there, some pretty big divisional matchups. And hopefully our picks go through and we don't have Chris weeks out here.
Hopefully. Well, all right, fellas. It was good talking to you guys today. Got to dip out. Got a very busy day today. It was a pleasure speaking to you two beautiful men. Yeah, I said beautiful.
Enjoy your day, sir.
Enjoy your day.
All right. Enjoy your NBA conversation. Wish I could join.
Yeah, you straight, bro.
Peace.
Peace. So E, you want to break the news to the people that might not know what happened with the Brooklyn Nets?
Oh, and Mike D'Antoni adding to the assistant coaches with Amari and Steve Nash.
How you feel about that, dog? What's your take on this?
That's I don't know how to say it, but it's just like a madhouse. Like, it's ridiculous. Like, you have a rookie coach, you have Mike D'Antoni, and you have Amari Stoudemire. Like, what kind of coaching staff is that?
Amari Stoudemire fresh out of the Big Three league.
I don't understand. I don't know what the Nets were thinking, and then they had the coach before that was going to Clippers. I don't know.
Anybody could be a coach, bro. Kyrie said it himself.
Then you have Kyrie, like and KD, like that's mad. That's mayhem. I don't know.
I mean, do you feel like they're gonna make it to the finals? Because everybody's saying finals are bust for them. Do you feel like it's finals are bust for the Nets, or?
No, not this year.
Yeah, I mean, they're losing a lot of big pieces this year, aren't they? They're supposed to be losing Joe Harris if they don't re-sign him. Dinwiddie.
Dinwiddie wants out. Yeah, Dinwiddie doesn't want parts of them. Depending LeVert, DeAndre Jordan. I don't know how it's just Kyrie and KD. We know for sure.
Yeah, people are banking on that so heavy for God knows what reason.
I mean, KD Achilles is not fully healthy in my opinion, but he's on.
I mean, we should see what happens. Like, I'm just shocked that Mike D'Antoni's an assistant coach right now. I'm like, what? And you're running it because you have two of your old Suns players with you? Like, huh? Like, Mike
That's how it
D'Antoni,
is.
what I've seen Mike D'Antoni on the Knicks do is he destroyed Amari and Melo's chemistry. Like, something just, I don't know, like, they just looked off together on the court at the same time. And I just feel like it's going to be a mess, though. We'll see when the season even starts because now you heard about the season start. What day did they say? Martin Luther King, right?
Yeah, January 18th, or they could do December 22nd, but players don't want that.
Yeah, I mean, like Chris said last episode, December 22nd is like mad soon. That's like 2 months away, and they just finished I want to say 2 weeks ago.
Yep.
So, I don't know. It's weird. We got the NBA draft coming up November 18th too, so it's like you're gonna give people a month to for training camps and stuff. Like it's a little much.
And the off season, I think, is if they do it December 22nd, that'll be like 2 weeks, 3 weeks.
Yeah, so it's. I mean, they'll probably see what's going on in the NFL though, and saying, "Nah, dog, we definitely need to have some time to get things going because that ain't a good look over there."
Exactly.
Have you heard any Thunder news at all? Like, have you been keeping up with the Thunder at all? I haven't heard nothing but Chris Paul news, honestly.
Yeah, it's like Chris Paul is out of here. Danilo is already free agent, so I don't know who he's signing with. Apparently, he just wants out. Like it looks like. But Chris Paul, we don't know who he's getting traded to.
You think he's gonna get traded, or you think there's like a possibility he might stay?
I say he gets traded. It just depends where. Like, does he go to your Knicks? They even said the 76ers. They said like so many teams that's like OD.
I mean, the 76ers make sense because they could trade away like Tobias Harris, or they could trade away Horford or somebody else. But is Chris Paul really gonna be that difference maker on that team? Like,
Exactly.
you're gonna have somebody that only shoots mid range, a dude that can't even shoot the three, and Joel Embiid. Like,
Exactly.
I don't know, man.
So I don't mind him leaving. Like he's a good piece, but like he's getting old. He's not getting young.
I mean, yeah, he's not part of your short term plans, anyways. Like, he's gonna be gone after he opts in. Like,
Exactly.
have you heard all the stuff that's going on with the Warriors pick right now? And all the
About
like,
like the trade rumors.
yeah, how like they're pretty much interested in like all the top 15 players.
Yeah, they could even trade Vucevic for that pick, the Magic center.
I didn't even hear about that one yet.
Yeah, so, which is a good like idea because you add him rather than a rookie, then that's another win right there for the
Word.
ring right there.
Nah, the Knicks are.
I don't blame him. Like
Nah, they gotta do what they gotta do. Like, you saw what happened last season. They need They need a piece that could just be there just in case something goes down. But I was pretty much gonna say that after hearing what the Knicks said about, oh yeah, we're open to take on salaries, my heart dropped immediately. I said, yo, please don't trade up for this number one pick and get Andrew Wiggins. Please don't do this to us. Like, what could be worse than his contract and giving up like young assets that they're gonna like rip from us and they're gonna want to chip with them? Like,
anything's possible. Anything's possible this year.
because I heard that the Warriors have been looking a lot in the 8 and 9 range picks, and I'm like, the Knicks at the 8th pick. Why do they keep looking there? Like, get away from there. Stop looking there. Like, you don't need to look there. You're the number 2 pick. Stop worrying about that.
They know the Knicks would do that. That's why.
Bro, I don't even want LaMelo Ball though. Like, I really don't. Like, he's got the scoring, but like, I don't see him as the answer. Like, I really don't.
I don't either.
Oh God, bro.
I don't see anybody even the top 3 picks as a big difference maker.
The only one I see is Anthony Edwards, and honestly, like, I feel like he's not even like the piece. You'd have to have like 1 or 2 pieces around him that can actually like help him in the beginning, because I feel like he's gonna struggle a little bit.
Like rather like the present years, like Trae Young and Luka, like you're not gonna get those this year.
And even then, Trae Young struggled for a good majority of his first year.
That's true too.
So I don't know. As long as they do something that's gonna benefit RJ Barrett, I don't care. Like, that should just be the plan moving forward, though. Like, look, you could have anything that isn't Frank Ntilikina, Kevin Knox, RJ Barrett, and Mitchell Robinson. Everything else is up for grabs except our own picks. Like, screw that.
That should be the future.
Yeah, because I've even heard rumors about like Mitchell Robinson. I'm like, yo, what are y'all doing? Like there's been videos of him like, yo, like, I kid you not, there's videos of him crossing over and stuff, like filthy handles, shooting threes and stuff. I'm like, where the hell has this been all like the last 2 years? Like, y'all Dad just got him doing pick and rolls every time.
That's the problem.
It's a mess, man. It really is. And I feel like it only gets worse with every day that the NBA has no clue what they're doing. Because aren't they going to have to do the CBA negotiations now too?
Yep. They have a lot to go through within this time frame.
Yeah, they wanted to come back December. Yeah, good one, buddy.
Like,
That's
Nah.
not gonna happen. Bugging out. Um, who did the Rockets pick at head coach? Because I heard about that.
um, they had one dude. First, it was the other D'Antoni. I forgot his name. Not D'Antoni. Who was it? It was someone
Van
that does
Gundy.
commentating. Van Gundy. Yeah, my
Yeah,
fault. It was Van Gundy that had the leading shot to get it, and after that, there hasn't been any rumors.
'Cause I think they finally got the head coach.
Like right now.
I think right, like literally right now, as we're talking. Like I think it just happened. Cause I just went to Bleacher Report and I just seen. Whoa, where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Where? Oh no, my fault. Daryl Morey went to the 76ers. That's what I'm confusing.
Okay, yeah.
Um, and all of a sudden now there's mad trade rumors that Harden's gonna go to the 76ers. I'm like, because of a GM dog? Like really?
No, they already said that they don't want to give away Russ and Harden.
I mean, I wouldn't. That was a good. Those are two good pieces for you.
Exactly.
Oh, okay, here we go. Steven Salas. He was hired.
Mm. Okay, he was someone who was hired.
Yeah, he was Dallas Mavericks assistant.
Okay.
So should be interesting. It's gonna be a crazy year, dog. You got the Warriors coming back. You think the Lakers are repeating?
Not with the Warriors. Not with the Warriors right on them to be first or second. I don't see them repeating that easily.
So you think the Warriors for sure are like locked in for
They
Western
got the
Conference?
second. They got the second pick. Whatever they do with that second pick, they can have that West on lock.
What about the Clippers? You think the Clippers are making this bounce back, or they might
No,
drop down farther down?
further down. They're planning to sign Rondo, and that's like not even a big difference.
The most is gonna give you somebody that could run the ball, like,
That's
and
it.
even
If
then,
PG and Kawhi can't get it together, it's a wrap.
and Lou Will too, because Lou Will crumbled after he wanted to go eat some hot wings at a strip club and shit.
Trez didn't show up. Like that. That whole chemistry is just garbage.
You think that ruined Trez's chances for his contract? Because I heard a lot of stuff about that.
He he still won six man, which is a very good on your list compared to Lou Will that's on your team that won 3 years in a row. But I it depends. Like what contract would you give him?
But you see, that's all right. So let's look at it for the conversation. Let's break this come full circle now. Analytically, he did bad, but what was he dealing with in the bubble?
What do you mean?
The passing of his grandma.
Oh yes.
Yeah, so it's like everybody's like, "Oh, he did bad. He did well." Yeah, homie had to deal with a heavy heart. Like that's something that, yeah, I shot 30% from the field, but you ain't go right on the asterisk. But his grandmother passed away. Like, so I don't know. That's one of those perfect analytic situations where it's like you're talking about his stats in the bubble, but look at everything he had to deal with. Like it's I don't know. I think he might still be able to get that max contract, honestly, depending on the team.
He's worth it. Honestly, he's definitely worth it. But like you said, like no one's gonna put down like, oh, this happened within that time frame. It's just, oh, he shot 30% of the field. And that's it.
Yo, speaking of 23, since you just said that, Lonzo Ball turned 23. You think Lonzo Ball can make this bounce back?
He's been nothing special in my opinion to get that pick that he got. Like he's been consistent on like certain things. But we thought the Pelicans was gonna shoot up. Oh, this is their year, yada yada yada. Zion got hurt for 6 months. Like they were a mess. But hopefully this year they do bounce back. But Zion got to lose some weight. He gotta do something to be quick off that dribble. He gotta and shoot. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. The Pelicans are screwed in the sense of like right now because they got mad picks for years. After whatever happens with AD and LeBron the next few years, after that they got picks to be straight. I just feel like you said, we all know whose team that really is. It's Zion's and Lonzo. I feel like it's going to be that piece that's going to end up getting moved out sooner rather than later. But what
Not
team would
wrong.
trade for him? And
It gotta be someone.
don't say the Knicks. If you say the Knicks and it happens, we're fighting one day. I'm gonna go back to this clip. I'm gonna show you it. I'm gonna personally fly down to Florida and we're gonna have to scrap.
I'm gonna say this right now. If they get LaMelo Ball, I think they trade for Lonzo. I'm gonna say it right now. They're gonna find a
But
way
for
to put
what?
both of
Like
them
for
together.
what? Like what do both of them need? Like what does that do for us? You get one
I
person
don't
that can
know.
shoot, but has the shot selection of like J.R. Smith at his worst, and then you got Lonzo Ball who can't shoot to save his life, which the Knicks are just already known for.
It's just something Knicks would do. This is all you can say.
Why you always gotta you see like Chris talks about me, but in all reality, the way you be talking about my teams is a little crazy, dog. I don't appreciate it.
I appreciate your Yankees and some of the Jets. The Knicks, that's just out of the question.
Oh, man. Speaking about baseball, since you mentioned the Yankees, I don't know if you heard, but the sale of the Mets finally did go through. You guys did get Steve Cohen now. He's a billionaire. He should be down to spend some money. I don't know if you heard about the whole drama behind Mayor de Blasio and stuff. So pretty much, Cohen wanted to buy it, and de Blasio, like, because the Mets, their stadium is owned by the city.
Mm.
So they were saying that they like the city of New York can decide who's going to be the owner. And de Blasio was like, dog, like, nah, hold on, pump the brakes. We're going to have to talk about you being the owner. And everybody was like, oh, God, here we go. He's going to – another reason to hate Bill de Blasio. And he ended up going through, and I think that might be a little bit of a difference maker for you guys in the sense of he won't be trying to play this money ball because I feel like the Mets the last few years have been playing money ball hard body.
Agreed.
And not even in the sense of like trying to get cheap contracts, but like just people that fit the analytic crap. Like Edwin Diaz, best saver. They say, yo, we're gonna get him, and he hasn't worked out. Robinson Cano, his contract is insane still, and they were like, yo, it was an upgrade. I'm not even gonna lie, but like
you said, the analytics, like they're just too on top of that.
analytics are ruining sports single handedly, though.
Honestly,
Cause look at basketball.
but the analytics they put for just LeBron is just ridiculous. Like they be just making stuff up at this point. Like, he was the first player 40 minutes, 82 games in a row, and scored 30 and had one assist. Like it's ridiculous.
Like, don't get me wrong. The analytics is like it's cool to have, but like when you put so much heavy emphasis on it, where it's like, yo, like it's gonna get to the point where I feel like very soon they're gonna start telling players how to dribble. Like they're literally gonna be like, yo, instead of like just coming up the court like this, I'm gonna need you to like spiral like this because for the 30% of the times that you go like this, you lose the ball. But the 20% of the times that you dribble the ball like this, nothing has ever happened. And I'm gonna be like, yo, y'all doing too much. Cause we saw that happening with the Rockets and Mike D'Antoni, and that's my thing with the Nets. I feel like the Nets are gonna get so analytical that it's just gonna like their defense might not be the greatest. KD, I feel like it's gonna be like, yo, what's the point of playing defense if I'm the only person playing defense?
Exactly.
Like oh man.
Then you got the Warriors that just have fun just going out there. Curry shooting from a half court. And Clay's like, I can do that too. Like, it's gonna be crazy when they come back.
Yo, we shall see, bro. We shall see. But
Great.
yo, let's talk about since my fault. Going back to baseball. Yo, how you feel about Justin Turner, dog? I know that we're mad late. We just try to stay to the schedule of recording the days that we record. How do you feel about Justin Turner celebrating a World Series championship after testing positive in the 8th inning of a game?
You just don't do that. You do not. You never, ever, ever do that. I don't care if you win the chip. You got to celebrate somewhere else. You can't do that in front of everybody.
Yo, like he was kissing his wife and everything. I'm like, so all right. So here's my theory. He got it from the fans, who gave it to his wife, and his wife gave it to him, because think about it. In the NBA, they didn't have a single COVID case for how many? You remember off the top of your head the exact number of days? It was like 3 something, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So imagine that. And they had family, but they had to self-quarantine. Now, these players were in a bubble where there was fans. And like I told some people, Justin Turner's wife is not in the clubhouse. She is not in the dugout. She is not like on him 24/7. So the only real way that he got it had to be from her or somebody else that's been exposed to people being in the stands.
Yep.
Makes sense, right? I mean,
No, it makes perfect sense because no other player had it. So how other way like you get it?
well, we don't know how many people got it, but
I can imagine like now after they celebrated, it's like, oh, been tested positive, and it's like I wonder why.
they're just gonna send out a mass email to the whole team like, yo, so just to save the time and the effort, y'all all got COVID.
Only because Justin wanted to celebrate.
And there's been a lot of debates on that because they're like, yo, security should have stopped them. But then people are like, yo, if I'm a security person, I just hear that the homie got COVID, you're not catching me tackling him off the field. What do I look like?
They're not wrong. I would look at them and walk the other way, like 6 feet, like back home.
Just have a 6 foot ruler out, like, yo, dog, you're not getting on this field, son. Like, you staying behind this 6 feet.
Yep, just like that.
Like, in my opinion, he could have celebrated, but he should have just been like, if they were in the outfield, put them in the infield and like just like
Exactly.
if you want to celebrate, because it's like he was wearing his mask here and there, but
No, you don't kiss your wife after that. You don't do that.
but here's my thing. That goes back to my theory. Maybe his wife had it, and that's why he kissed her. 'Cause he's like, "Yo, you have it, I have it. It is what it is."
I don't know. It's hard to say. Because what if the wife didn't know? Like, what if like after everything, it was like, oh, now you tell me, like, why did you kiss me? Like, I don't know.
COVID is crazy, man, and with the cases going up every day, everybody just got to stay safe. We just got to all be smart and just take care of yourselves because that's all that we can do right now.
Please wear a mask. Please social distance. Please respect others' decisions. Like, you gotta respect getting this COVID out the way.
And while we all are out voting, because that's coming up Tuesday,
Yep.
be safe because everybody's out voting. We got to just keep in mind of others and for ourselves.
How much time we got left?
Probably like 30 seconds.
All right, just vote because there's been some massive lines. So earlier the better.
Yeah, and we could talk about this Tuesday a little bit more too because that'll be the
Yeah.
day of. So,
Definitely.
Ethan, I'm glad that we were able to have this NBA talk. It's been a while that we talked basketball.
Thanks, ass. It's champs.
But we'll be back Tuesday. Hopefully, Chris can be around. We'll see what happens then.
That's it. Peace.
Peace.